Okay, so today's gonna be very simple compared to most of my drawings. Uh, I'm doing like a sunset scene, and I want a little island with like a palm tree on it. So that's me doing that. And I made the trunk too skinny, so I had to fix that. But first, I colored it all black to see how it'll look. Yes, those are gonna stay black because they're silhouettes. Chill. And then I use this like deep brown red thing to like make the water. I know water is clear or like blue or green in the ocean, but come on. Like the sun has set it. How can you what the man? Anyway, so I made another layer, added some like I add then I added some like lines with a lighter color to simulate like small ripples. Yes, I want the water to be very calm in this image. And I forgot I was on another layer to do the sun itself, and then I had to go back to the right layer. But it's like a half circle. That's yeah. Yeah. So this is me making a color for the top sky color. Sunsets, as I know them, the top part, like the very top of the sky, is the closest part to nighttime. So I made that the darkest color, and then I gradually moved lighter from red to like pale yellow or like banana yellow. I don't know.
They didn't.
So and this is me doing that, layering them all out. If you're actually gonna do this on paper though, just blend them beforehand because I have like a blender tool in this gallery that blends things, and so this is me just going from red to orange to yellow and getting gradually lighter. It looks kind of weird right now because it's not all blended in, but it'll look great in the end, as you could probably tell by looking at the thumbnail. So this is me adding like the yellows, and then I discovered that I remove it later. Don't worry. And now I'm adding the actual like yellow. You would think like yellow. Don't know, that made zero sense. And then I use a banana yellow to fill in the excess. And this is me checking the recording because if you don't already know, it randomly stops recording sometimes. And so now I grabbed the liquid blend tool on the art set program I'm using thing and cranked the size up because it was too tiny. And then I kind of just zigzagged it all across and then use like it to smooth it out. And this is me doing the same for that layer. Silent mode doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so you kind of just zigzag and then like you streak it into lines so it won't like have such a harsh blending point. This is me blending the top a bit more. Like from afar, if you see this image from afar, it looks already blended, but up close, you could obviously see that there's layers and layers of colors. There's like, okay. How many layers did I add? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10. I don't know. If you counted, please tell me in the comments. But now I'm just zigzagging along and smoothing it out. Sometimes I'm just lost for words for no reason when the words I should use are right in front of me. This is me trying to blend the top a bit better. Still, like, you could see how I blended it, but at the same time you can't, which is kind of weird. Yeah. And this is me just doing the zigzag thing layer after layer after a layer after a layer after layer. Why are there so many layers in this thing? You can kind of like still separate the layers from each other even after it's blended. Here is where the blending gets easy because the colors are so similar now. And when that didn't blend together, I just found that I accidentally did it on another layer and removed it. And I changed back to the layer I was using, and then I just scribble along until I hit the tree. And then I check the recording. Because zigzag thing for other side as well, I guess. Zigzag thing for the yellows, I guess. So I was completely done with one side, but pretty far from done on the other. I was just scribbling along the edge. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do it now. And this is me blending the final few layers. Why did I make so many layers of colors? Okay, and that's most of it done. I still have to add small details like the reflection. So I decided to grab the color that I made the water, and then I turn it really, really light. Like really light. I don't know how it ended up like this rosy pink color, but I used that on a different layer to like scribble along to make the reflection. And then I checked if it's white or not. Because if you look closely at the canvas, what am I saying? But if you look closely at the canvas, you could see that it's not perfectly white. And this is me getting the reflection right for once. I decided that it was too bland but on its own, so I added another zigzag line thing. So it's a pair of zigzags, and you get this look. That's pretty nice. And then I grabbed white, and then I grabbed the powder drop from the 3D textures, and then I cranked the size up, but I made the grain like really, really small, so it'll only make a few specks per time. And I just kind of swept the top with it. And they're like, can't really see them, but they're like little stars. And it's the end of the episode. See you next time.